Hey, and welcome to History's a Blast. We're in Greenville, Pennsylvania, in Mercer County, Pennsylvania, on our way back from our trip to the Cuyahoga National Park. And we're at a local museum, the Canal Museum for the Erie Extension Canal that came through here at one time. So let's go on inside and see what's going on. They're open on Saturdays from 2 to 5, and we just got lucky. Came through here on a Saturday. Wow. Hi there.
How you doing?
Good.
And Sundays.
Oh, they're open Saturdays and Sundays. Okay. Well, we saw this place on the web on the way back from, planning our trip back from Cuyahoga National Park, and we just...
Oh, cool. Where are you from?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Yep. And we just had to stop. My gosh, there's a canal boat in
How
here.
about that?
A replica canal boat.
What do you know about the canal? Anything?
Not about the Erie Extension Canal, no.
So you're familiar with the Erie Canal?
Yeah.
1820s.
Mm-hmm.
1830s, Pennsylvania had to compete, so they built a Pennsylvania Canal.
Right, I knew about that.
From Philadelphia to Pittsburgh. When they got to Pittsburgh, they decided that they needed a canal to connect to Lake Erie. They finished it because they had found coal on Fruit's Farm down in Clarksville, Pennsylvania, and they wanted to take the coal to Erie. Rufus Reed was a businessman from Erie. His father was a Revolutionary War. After the war, they moved to Erie, and when Rufus was 21 years old, took over the family business.
So he was a New Englander?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Rufus was a brilliant businessman. So they took their coal on December 5th, 1844, loaded up 7 tons of coal on the Rufus Reed, which is a replica right here. Headed up to Erie. When they got to Erie, guess what? The people of Erie didn't want their coal. It was dirty, and they had plenty of wood up there. They didn't need a whole lot of coal to heat their houses. But it turned out the coal was perfect for metal making, iron making. And that started the Iron Age in western Pennsylvania.
So it was good coking coal?
Yeah, which is why a lot of the iron plants started up around the canal, because it was easy access. A little bit about the Erie Extension Canal. There's 977 feet of elevation difference between Greenville and Lake Erie. So in order to overcome that difference, they had to build 137 locks. Now, in order to provide enough water for those locks, they had to actually raise the level of Conneaut Lake by 15 feet. So what they did is they rebuilt the dam up at Conneaut Lake, and since it's a naturally fed lake, by the time they were ready for it, it had filled up enough that they could use the water to run the locks.
So Conneaut Lake is not a flood control lake per se?
It's a natural lake. It's one of the biggest natural lakes in Pennsylvania.
And was it then had it been dammed for like water power then? And then
It had just been dammed because they didn't want the flood.
Yeah, right.
But they raised the dam. Then when the canal went out of business, they took it back down to the level it is today.
Well, that was a great visit. We were there for 20 minutes or so and met the man who runs the place, and he gave us a really good rundown on the history of the canal and some of the important shakers and movers. So we're going to move on. We're going to stop by the local railroad display and then head to our harvest toast for the night. Now we're on the other side of Greenville, and we're going to head to their railroad museum. Another little display with a lot of outdoor equipment on this one, and maybe somebody inside. We'll see. You kids get down from there. So let's go on in. Well, we're in the caboose because this is where the guest register is. So I'm going to sign the guest register so they get credit for us being here. Ooh, there she is. There's Mrs. History's a Blast. Marker lights. The cupola seat. There's the desk. Train phone. Wow. Okay. Okay, well, let's move on. Ooh, toy trains. Yay! The rotary car dump. Lift bridge out there. See the lift bridge? Yeah. There's the steel works. Well, that was amazing. We thought we'd just stop off for a couple of minutes and get some video of the outside displays, and we went inside, talked to the people. What an amazing collection of railroad memorabilia here in Greenville, and how much we learned. Unbelievable. We'll definitely be back here sometime. So again, history where you find it, in these little towns throughout Pennsylvania and other states just like this. Just an amazing place. So now we're going to head off finally to our Harvest Toast destination for the night, and we'll see you soon.